We made it to Nagasaki. We're here to shoot with a client of Carlos's. We're gonna shoot with them tomorrow and Sunday. Today's Friday. We took our time getting here. We don't have any plans at all this weekend. I didn't do any research at all. So it's gonna be one of those like exploring the cities on our own. I did some brief research, but I think we're gonna hit up Mount Inasa. There's a gondola that goes all the way up to the mountain and you can see all of Nagasaki. Obviously the Peace Park. And oddly enough, there's a bunch of Catholic and Dutch influence. Back in the day when Japan was closed off to the entire world, they allowed some Portuguese and some Dutch to come through. So there's a few cathedrals scattered around Nagasaki. Looks like it is raining right now. We're staying in Chinatown. We're actually in the covered part of the shopping arcade of Chinatown. So we'll probably just stick to that tonight and then see what the weather is tomorrow. I think it's also gonna rain, but we're gonna be shooting all day. And then Monday we'll have a free day to explore and then make our way back to Fukuoka. A nice, short, sweet little trip. I'm excited to see what we discover of Nagasaki. I know you're curious about what the hotel is, but we went for cheap, so it's nothing special, but it's actually nicer than I thought it was gonna be. We're staying at the Hotel Forza. We actually have a king-size bed, so I'm super excited about that. Now we're gonna head out and look for a snack.
Because like logistically everything.